Welcome to Subramani. This is not a finance topic, but it's a very interesting topic. Have you ever wondered how relationships start and how relationships end? Okay, relationships, how do they start? For your first friends are within your family, maybe your siblings, maybe your cousins, maybe your neighbors. They become your friends. Then you start going to school and you start making more friends. So from where all do you acquire friends? First is the family circle, then friends of cousins, neighbors, school, college, office, and if you're a consultant, some clients, right? Some of them become good friends with whom you say travel, you chat, you attend their weddings, etc. And some are just clients. You just they come, they treat you like a doctor or like a finance expert or anything like that, or maybe you're a shop owner and they come and buy things with you. Some have a great relationship. You attend each other's functions, you attend each other's weddings, you know each other, you know what their kids are doing, they know what your kids are doing, right? So that's how a relationship develops. But you find that even among cousins, some become very close. Even among classmates in school, maybe you did your class 10 with 200 people or 250 people, and if you are of a older vintage, say anybody above, if you're above 45, chances are maybe you did not even have a phone at home, so you do not have their numbers, or you have their numbers, but then people have gone their ways. So some people who were very close in, say, class 7 or class 8, and suddenly you miss them and they've gone away. So first separation happens in class 10 or just after class 10, when some of you take science, some of you take commerce. Then they realize, the science students realize that you're not understanding their language, and the commerce students realize that the science students are not understanding their language. And so from there the grouping becomes different, right? So then you're into college, and then you have more friends who are doing CA or MBA, whereas engineers would be clubbed as those who went to IIT, those who went somewhere else, right? So those kind of groupings start happening. Not that these friendships have ended, but today, thanks to WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, a good chance that you can keep in touch. But you take people born in the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, chances are they did not meet on social media. They met first and then they became, they kept in touch through social media, right? That's the difference. And then you take up a job and you make more friends, people your age, people much younger, much older, depending on your age. So if you're 30 years of age, you will have a 22-year-old friend, and you will also have a 50-year-old friend. Possible that it's your boss's boss or somebody like that in the hierarchy who takes a liking for you. You have common hobbies or something like that, and so you become friends. Another place where you get friends is when you have common hobbies. Like for example, you play badminton, you play squash, you swim, you go to the gym, you cycle, you run, right? Any of these things, some of them are group activities. Even though running and cycling are technically speaking not group activities, you tend to do them in groups. People call up and say, oh, let's go for this ride, let's chalo gadi nikalo kind of stuff, and you become friends. These are all the ways in which you acquire friends. How do you lose friends? You lose friends when it is out of sight, out of mind. Out of the 200 people who studied with you in school, maybe nobody is an enemy, right? But maybe you're in touch with 20 people, and the other 180 people are today strangers. It's not as though you had a fight with them. It's not as though you owe them money or they owe you money, or you had a difference of opinion. Nothing. They just faded away. They just went away out of your life. Same thing happens even with hobbies. Suppose you are a cyclist and you join a cycling group, and you are an enthusiastic cyclist. Everybody knows you. It's great fun. Every Sunday you meet, you cycle. Then 2-3 days in a week you cycle on your own, and you still come across where they are. You have breakfast together, maybe you have tea together, whatever. So that's a great friendship which is getting developed, and you are part of a group, and that group does group activities of cycling. But after some time you start, you take up to running, you take up to squash, you take up to going to a gym. So how serious you are about cycling goes down, and you don't take part in the group activities. then suddenly all those friendships start disappearing. People don't know you, you can't recognize them, right? All those things happen, and then you're wondering what happened. Nothing happened. There was no fight, there was nothing. It is just out of sight, out of mind. Your common hobbies have gone away. When you were both working in the company A, the common topic was the boss is a joker, right? So that was your common topic. Then you both leave the company. Maybe the boss has died, maybe the company has grown, company has shut down, whatever has happened. So the commonality goes away, so the friendship also goes away. You find them wishing you for each other on their birthday. Then you call up and say, oh, we must do this more often, we must meet. But there is no great fire in both of you to meet. So slowly, out of sight, out of mind. And if you are a drinker or something like that and you need company, maybe some of them will keep in touch. But if you are a drinker and others are non-drinkers, or you are not, others are drinkers and you are a non-drinker, chances are those friendships fade away, because there is no commonality. You're no longer cycling, you're no longer running, you're no longer gymming. That commonality which brought you together is lost. Then you find people much younger than you coming and saying, will you be my mentor? Effectively, they may not say it, but that's the question that they're asking. Should I take science or should I take commerce? Should I go to this college or that college? Should I do CA or should I do MBA? Right? So these are all counseling activities you do, and obviously those are kids. When you are 50, they are in their 20s, right? So with a 30-year age gap, it's easy to say and nice to say, oh, these are friends, but they are not friends. They are people who have come to you for a particular task. They have come into your reason for a particular reason. They have say, can you teach me driving? Can you teach me cycling? Can you teach me swimming? Right? So those kind of things. They have come for a specific act, and they will leave after the act is over. It's like you going to a theater for a movie. Once the movie is over, you will leave, right? So they have come into your life for a particular reason. They are not for life. So you have to make a distinction, those who are for life and those who are for a particular reason or for a particular season, right? If they have come for a particular reason, God has sent them to you to teach you something and go away. So they will come, they will teach you, sorry, they will teach you something and then they will go away, and not a word spoken, no fight. They've just vanished out of your life, right? Maybe they migrated, maybe they've gone to US, maybe they've gone to Australia, maybe they are in India but they've gone to a different city. Maybe they don't pick up phones, maybe they've changed phone numbers. Any of these things could be the reason, but that's not a fight. It is just that God thinks their role in your life is over and they should go away. For whatever reasons, they are not in touch. It's not, like I said, it's not some difference of opinion or argument or anything. It is just that they are not in touch. So that happens, and I can't imagine the fight happens in school, right? Not even in college. You don't hold a college grudge for the rest of your life. You don't even hold a school grudge for the rest of your life, but some things could be very deep and you say, no, I don't even want to meet that guy, I don't like him, or whatever. You have formed some views about that person. Right, wrong, I'm not even getting into it. So these are all the various ways in which relationships get built, and then when the commonality goes away, these relationships fall. But then occasionally somebody who has not been in touch for 2 years will call up and say, sir, I'm using your name for reference. Good, bad doesn't really matter. These are not relationships which matter, right? So your relationships which matter are your relationship with your parents, with your wife, with your children, with some real close friends, maybe 10, 12 of them. But the other 4,000 friends that you have on Facebook, or other 5,000 friends you have on LinkedIn or in YouTube or all those things, they don't really matter. But some of them, when you go back and check your Gmail, you'll find the long chats and say, my God, I was so close to this person. But then the person has moved on. And this is the most amazing thing. When the moving on happens, it's painless. You don't even realize that that person has moved on, and after a few years you find on Facebook that person is celebrating a birthday. You wish them on a birthday, and there are the worst cases are those where you pick up somebody, call up, you pick up a phone and call up, and that some family member calls up or rather responds and says, oh, I lost my father 2 years ago or 1 year ago. They didn't bother to inform you, but that relationship was over thanks to God. But generally, relationships end, and this is how relationships end: without a fight, without a whimper, without an argument. They just go away. That's it. So it's a fascinating topic, right? Thank you.